quiz. Probability of someone having brown eyes is 65%. Two different people. So that tells me, hey, I'm doing two different people. Two different people. I'm going to be multiplying something here. Two or more, I'm going to multiply. But now, not that have brown eyes. Neither person has brown eyes. So if I'm thinking 65% do, how many percent do not? 35% do not. So in each of these fractions is not going to go 65. In each of these fractions is going to be 35 out of 100, 35 out of 100. All right, because neither have brown eyes. And the probability they do is 65. The rest 65% is that they do not. Okay? Definitely wanted to go over that one with you. Number 2 as well. Let me go over number 2 on the front because a lot of you picked 0.25, and I want to show you why it's not 0.25. How many times are you flipping the coin? Twice, right? So I could go, ready? Heads, 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 tails, tails, heads, or tails, tails, right? Those are my only combinations if I flip it twice. How many choices are there? That's 4 choices. Out of those 4, how many are both heads up or both tails up? How many? Twice. So 2 out of 4, that's where that 50.50 came from. Here's what some of you guys did, and I'll show you why it's incorrect. You did this, 1/2 times 1/2, and you got a fourth, and that's what you circled. Halfway there. That could have represented heads, heads right there, right? Heads 1/2, heads 1/2. But what else did you forget? Tails, tails. So you had to do it one more time and get another 1/4. Combine those, add them up, and get your 1/2. All right, so that's why you guys that got the 1/4 needed to do it one more time. Anything else I didn't go over we want to touch upon? See where numbers came from, or because again, everything tomorrow. Anything at all? Last call. Kyle.
Number 6.
Yep.
When you multiply both the fractions on my calculator, I get
35 over 100, 35 over 100.
Yeah, I got 49 over 4.
Okay, turn that into a decimal.
And then I got 0.49.
We're all good then. Guys, buckle up. Buckle up. Get the review up, please. The review from your packet. I'm going to do what you asked yesterday, which is I got some selected ones I'm going to do. Rest of the time is yours. Before we do the selected ones, go to the front of your packet. Make sure you have every single formula you need when you come in tomorrow. Formulas for tomorrow. First one is to see if two events are independent or not. What is it? This is one we did yesterday. If 2 events are independent or not. What's one formula I can use? If A is independent, what should happen? Come on now, dig deep. A times B should be equal to, right? A and B should be equal to the probability of A times the probability of B. If they are independent, that should be true. Left side and right side should be equal to each other. And also, please be familiar with the other formula to test for independence. I know you can choose tomorrow. All right, you can choose which one you want to use, but I'd appreciate it if you are familiar with the other one, which is the probability of A given B is equal to A if they're independent. All right, probability of A given B is equal to the probability of A. Thank you. We all good there? Yesterday at the end of class, we did a problem where you guys did not know A and B. You needed A and B to figure out the formula, but we didn't have it, so we used the formula to find A and B. I don't know if you have that still written down, but A and B can be found by taking A and adding B and subtracting, what does this mean again? Or, all right, or. Okay, so to find A and B, you do A plus B minus the or. And also, I want to remind you, make sure you remind yourself on your packet, you can switch these too, and it's still the same thing. Let's say you do a problem, and I'm looking for the or probability tomorrow. You could do A plus B minus and. All right, that'll get you the or as well. Okay, so that's a pretty powerful formula going into tomorrow. So how to find the and how to find the or. Add up A and B and subtract the other one out. Bottom line. Okay, anything so far you want to ask? And then one more formula. What about those given ones? Conditional probabilities. Here you go. You tell me. Probability of A given B. How do I, there's a lot on there tomorrow on it. A given B. What goes on top? A and B. Come on. Drop it down. Okay, forget it. Now we're all. Can't see a darn it. There we go. A and B. Yep, on top. And on the bottom, whatever's given, which in this case would be B. Yep. Questions? That's what we're going to. This plus this equals this tomorrow. All right. Got it. Questions? You ready to get going? Yes, let's go. Number one. Number one from the review. I'm not doing everything. I need time for you guys to try out. Yep, he's ready too, my boy. Here we go. Read through it. I don't have time to read it to you. Read through it. The key is, what am I looking for in this problem? What am I looking for? Read through about the school. We got some people playing sports and people playing music. I'm not going to give them to you. I am not going to give them to you. I am. And 146 tomorrow. Okay, you guys ready? Ready? What am I looking for? What's the question asking? Sports and music. I think we got a formula for and, don't we? Sports and music. All right, we got a formula to find and. So first, give me the probability of sports here. Probability of sports. And just so you guys know, I'm using this formula right now. To find the and, I'm going to take the two added up and subtract out the or from it. So go ahead. What's the probability they do sports? That's what I was thinking. 649 out of, what's the total number of students? 1,376, yep. Plus, what's the other thing they do? Music, which is 433 out of 1,376, but that's not where you have to end it. You still have to do what with the or? Subtract out, they do sports or music, because you don't want to count them twice. 974 out of 1,376. And that will give you the probability they do both. And what do we end up getting there? 27.
Yeah, that's what I got. Just making sure. You made me so nervous. I missed you.
Good. Okay, question 27 out of 344. And that's the reduced answer. If you got something out of 1376, it's probably still correct. That's just the reduced answer, remember. All right, if you got, settle down, 108 out of 1376, yes, that's correct as well. All right, here we go, guys. Next one, just before we go, cross off part C. I'm not going to ask these type of questions tomorrow. All right, based on these results, is it a good decision or not? I don't care. I want you to just find the results. All right, so we got some receive the drug, receive the old placebo, the fake drug. Placebo, everyone, we're good. Okay, just making sure, because some people are like, what the heck's a placebo? It's a fake. Like if I think I have a treatment for whatever disease. So I split you guys into two groups. I give the drug to one and a fake. You guys think it's the drug, but it's nothing. That won't do anything. And I, compare what happened. All right, here you go. Part A. Probability. Volunteer reported noticeable improvements. Oh, there's that word I need. Given they received the test drug. I don't know if it helps you. It helps me out tremendously. I put these in my own symbols. So it says probability they noticeable improvements. I'll do that I. I'll just make that I for improvements. Given, remember the symbol for given, the vertical line? They received the test drug. What letter you want for that one? D, you got it. So what's the probability they improved given the drug? Your denominator should not be 160. Because you're only looking at the ones that received the drug. How many received the drug? So it's something out of 80. Because only 80 people got the drug. Out of those 80, how many saw improvement? So I'm looking for improvement and got the drug. That would be 67. So this is 67 out of 80. We all right with those numbers? Volunteer received the placebo given no improvements. I go P. How do I do no improvements? N. How about no I? How about that? And you can do whatever letters you want. I don't care. All right. What's my denominator now? Not 80, not 160. No improvement. 60, yep, no improvement. 69. Out of those 69 people, how many got the placebo? 56. There we go. We all good there? That crew in the back, all right? Getting a little nervous about that crew. Thanks for joining us today, by the way. Good to see you. Glad you made an appearance. We feel so lucky. All right, next one I wanted. Oh, 6. Here we go, number 6. Skipping around. Okay, we got a spinner. 1 through 12. Keith spins and gets an odd number. Julie spins and gets a multiple of 4. First, let's figure out that probability. Hey, guys, how many spins? How many? 2. Why do I ask that question? We're going to multiply some probabilities, not add them. We're going to multiply them because I'm spinning it twice. 2 or more times doing anything, I'm going to multiply them. All right, Keith goes on. Spins away. Probability he gets an odd number. Oh boy, do I need to list them out? 6 out of 12. And then Julie goes up. Spins away. Probability she gets multiple. Oh boy. Multiple of 4. 4, 8, and 12. Yep. 3 out of 12, yep. And since we're spinning twice, we're going to multiply them. 3 out of 12 times 6 out of 12. I know what the non-reduced answer is, 18 out of 144, but your calculator's probably giving you the reduced one, which would be? What? 1 over 8? All right. There's a second part to this problem. Are these two spins independent of each other? I don't want to see any math here. Let's think about this. Is Julie's spin affected by Keith's spin? No. Why not? We're not taking away any outcomes or anything like that. They're still 12 every time, right? I'm just trying to show you. Sometimes you don't need to give me a big mathematical explanation. They're independent of each other. Julie's spin, no effect from Keith's. All right, her spin, no effect. So sometimes you can just explain it to me. And then we're going to go to 7 because why not? I got to do with the problem that involves calculators, right? Being the math guy. Two calculators are selected with replacement. Ooh, what's the probability they're both defective? How many calculators are going to get selected? 2. I asked that because we're going to multiply both probabilities. All right, you reach your paw in there. What's the probability you get a defective one? 3 out of 11. Nice. Now here's where hopefully we're going to stay on path here. What you replace it, right? You were with replacement. So when I put my paw back in there a second time, another one. Still what? 3 out of 11 because I replaced that first one. Yep, 3 out of 11. What if I didn't replace it? Quick challenge. Unbelievable. You guys just say it like it's no big deal either. Like, give me something tougher. Okay. That'll be the quiz tomorrow, the test. 9 out of $1.21. Ready? Anything else? I did not want to do anything on that page. Oh, I did want to do number 10 with you, though. Just like I had to do that one with calculator, you guys can do the next day. I love how this survey was done. You got 15 to 18, 19 to 22, and then boom, 23 to 60. That's real. That's a lot. Yeah. Some good surveying. All right. So if I select a person, what's the probability that they text over 50 messages per month, given they're already in that age group, 23 to 60? Okay, another given one. What's my denominator here? What are you going to do to find the denominator? Because that number is not listed in the chart that I'm going to put there. You're going to add up what? The 23 to 60 group, right? Because it's given that they're already in here. So 25, 47, 157. So there's 229. And then on top, you're going to put both of them together. So how many texts over 50 times and then our 23 to 60? How many people are in both there? 150. 157 out of 229. We okay where the 229 came from? Okay. 25, 47, 157. I'm all good for that page. You guys all good? Yep, there he is. Nope, didn't want to do any of the band camp kids on there. Nope. You guys can all head out to there. Oh, I had to do the 16 with you. Why not? One last asthma smokers in the house. Why not? We haven't done enough of those. And I'm turning the responsibility over to you group right now. 16 A through D. I think you can do it. Number 16. Probability. Has asthma. One student has asthma. What's the probability? Yep. Just a student, and that's it. Not household and smoke or anything like that. Can be our conditional probabilities. It's asthma. Okay, I'll leave those up there. You guys can take a look. Yep.
How do I know for C
Yep.
to use the total 421 or 190?
Well, what's given to you? They're already in the household members who smoke. So now I look at that total, household members who smoke. All right, that's what goes on the bottom. Tomorrow, because I've seen this in past years, when I ask for independent or not, and you just write down yes or no and no work shown, you're not going to get any credit because you guessed correctly, 50-50 guess. All right, if you're going to write not independent, I should see the work and the two decimals don't equal each other. All right. Anything else here? We're good? because I'm going to go on to one more problem before I let you loose. Okay. And that one last problem is number 17 with my marbles. Two purples, 3 blues. All right, not too many. One marble's drawn and it is not replaced, and then the second one's drawn. What's the probability that you get a blue both times? Hi, JT. Oh, thank you, sir. One comment and it's a critique. Well, it's okay. And your mouth is still too, huh? Anybody else want to bring it today? Okay, here we go. Probability you draw 2 blues. Okay, probability I get a first one blue. 4 out of 6. But remember, what am I doing here? I am not going to replace it. So the second one is blue. Be careful. 3 out of 5. And what am I doing to these two? Add or multiply? Yep, because I picked twice. 12 out of 30. What's that? 6 out of 15. Or 2 out of 5 if I keep repeating it. Okay, that one's not too bad. The next one's a little tricky, though. So I am replacing this next one. I'm going to replace the first one. Probability you get a purple and a blue, but either order. That's a little key there. Either order, I can do this. All right, so what order do you want to do first? Purple, blue? Okay, we can do purple, blue. So purple, blue. All right, go ahead, purple. 2 out of 6. Remember, you put it back in, so what's your blue now? 4 out of still 6, so 8 out of 36. That's not my final answer, though. Why not? Because it said either order, right? So now we got to also do what? Blue and purple. And some of you I know are already going, it's going to be the same thing. Is it? Blue? 4 out of 6. Put it back in. Purple. You are correct. It is going to be the same, but 8 out of 36 is not my final answer. Because I need the total probability here that I get one of each. So yes, I got to combine them together to get 8 out of 36 and 8 out of 36. 16 out of 36, or don't tell me, 4. So that'd be 4 out of 9. Yeah, don't need a calculator. Human one up here. Surprisingly, though, I'm not a big fan of math at all.
What?
I'm seriously, like,
What'd you go to school for?
math.
But you don't like it?
No.
What
Like,
do you
I
like?
think it's, somehow, like, all the numbers relate to each other and everything like that, but
I like it.
I'm just not,
Makes sense.
like, I could care less about the beauty of this and how this is this. I don't care. It's really teaching that I like, not just the math. It's not the math, it's the teaching part. That's what. All right.
Elementary school.
I'm glad I picked what I did. Yeah, no, there's no shot. We've discussed this. It's high school or no go for me. I can't. I can't.
You're volunteering it.
bad enough I have 2 to deal with at home, let alone 30 of them. You know. Yeah, did you see them running around there? Those little things. Yep. Yep, they have their own jerseys. Yep, it's beautiful. Yep, they last about 5 minutes behaving, then they're up and down the stands, and yep. Number 20. I'm not going to do this one with you, but you are required to do a two-way frequency table. So just in case you didn't have to do your own, here's what it is. All right. I'll give you warning tomorrow. I have been spoon feeding you and doing it for you. Tomorrow, all I do is set up a blank table for you. So you have to fill in the combos yourself, but I don't think it'll be too bad. You'll know what to fill it in with. And I'm going to let you guys go to the rest of it. You guys know you can open up Aspen and get the answers to this under this week's folder. There's a lot to do here. What do I have, 25, 24 questions? All right. Go ahead and work with anybody you want. Move around if you need to.